How do I tune the Subaru is the other question. Let's give it a go. See what it can do. Wait. An interesting comment, Doc. It's not a man per se. It's the car with a man in it, but you know it's fine. Okay, so I can shorten the gearing, but I don't know how much exactly. I also want to dial in more oversteer, but I also don't know how much. Gonna run out of time testing here, but it's fine.
30 seconds.
I do have a story to tell, because Bloody redeemed a story about the Porsche hood. I will try to tell that story during the race, and race at the same time. We'll see how it goes. I'm running out of time here, but I want to get around here. No, I don't have time. Shorten last gear. Shorten fifth a bit. More oversteer. I don't have time. No. I got the apply tune on, but that's all I get. Dang it. A-Class. In my Subaru, I didn't really get a chance to test it, and this is going to be an interesting one, because slower than you does use in-car view for a race, so I've got to. And I also have to tell a story here at Maple Valley. I'm going to drop to the back. I think the Subaru should have decent pace, but I didn't get to test it, and I don't know what's going to happen necessarily, so it could be interesting. I want to drop to the very back, though. As far back as I can go. That guy's paused. 23rd position. No idea 30. Let's go underneath them. So I've got to tell a story and be aware of my surroundings and drive in-car view for this whole race. We'll see how this goes. Let's go underneath here. So Bloody requested the story of the Porsche hood. So I guess I will just go fully in depth on the whole story. This thing has no speed. Holy cow. So the Porsche hood. I saw a Gran Turismo competition that was Canada only. Now, I had never really played Gran Turismo, but it was Christmas, alright? And the competition qualifying was at the start of February, I believe? Then the actual competition was near the end of February. And so, I mean, of course I had heard of Gran Turismo. This was probably, I want to say 2018? Maybe 2017? I don't know, somewhere around there. I'm going to set on the outside. This is very risky. We're like 3 wide, but I'm going to go for it. Hold, hold, hold. I just passed like 50 cars. Anyways, it was Christmas. The PlayStation was on sale. It was Gran Turismo Sport. So whatever PlayStation that was for, maybe? I don't know. Never had a PlayStation before. Actually, my first console was technically PS1, but it didn't last long. A couple months later, I got an Xbox and never looked back. But that was how I was able to play things like Twisted Metal and have a lot of fun with that. But regardless, I hadn't played Gran Turismo before. So, I had just under 2 months to try and figure out Gran Turismo and get at a decent enough pace to qualify, and then a few more weeks to get at a decent enough pace to participate and maybe finish well in the finals. So I get Gran Turismo and a PlayStation on Boxing Day, the 26th. I grind and grind and grind Gran Turismo on a controller, and then eventually swap to a wheel to see what the pace is like. Pace was similar, but I was a little bit more consistent on my wheel. And I used a Logitech G920, shout out to Logitech, love you guys, with a adapter to use for PlayStation. Now I'm going underneath both these guys. Hello Subaru, there's the Miata. How much room is it going to give me? Lots, we're good. So, qualifiers come around. And I've met some guys who are really nice guys who have been helping me along and just, you know, They've been practicing for the event, so I was just trying to match my times with them. Shout out to Racing King and Monster Sport, probably the main two guys that I raced with. Lovely guys, love them. Monster Sport ended up winning the competition. Racing King did well as well. But anyways, we go into the qualifiers. I actually qualify for this event, so I had to get into the top, I think, 16 in Canada to qualify for this event, and it was races to make it. So I think it was hot laps and then races. So I had enough pace after a little over a month to make it happen. So I squeeze into these races. So I have a couple more weeks to prepare, and then they fly us out to Toronto for the event. Now, a lot of these GT guys hadn't raced at events before. And of course, with my Forza experience, I've done a decent amount of them at these live events. You know, it doesn't faze me. I don't get stressed out. I don't really crumble. Usually I perform pretty well. Now, obviously, there are asterisks there. Sometimes you can't control what other people do, and sometimes they take you out, but that happens. So fly out to Toronto and get set up for this event. Meet Bloody. Shout out to Bloody. We got to hang out a little bit. And I think he actually stayed with me in my hotel room to hang out with all the guys. It was fun. But anyways, so go to this event, and the first day is just the semis, I believe, and then the second day is the finals. So I've got to make it through to the second day, or at least try to, right? So I qualify for the second day, which is, I believe, I want to say, was it the top 8 or the top 10? Qualify for it, and some of the fastest guys got knocked out because they weren't used to live competitions, and I had no problem. I was also the only person driving in third person, which was fun. But I had no problem with it. I performed pretty well and was happy with it. So I qualified for the finals. Meanwhile, it still hasn't even been 2 months since I got the game and for the first time in a PlayStation. Qualified for the finals, and then we go to the Canadian Auto Show that night of the semifinals, and there's a Forza competition. I go and destroy the leaderboard and find out that the Forza competition is on the next day at the same time. So for the Gran Turismo competition, I think it was, I can't remember how much to win, but it was like $5,000 or something to win, and you got like a carbon fiber Porsche piece. I think it was 2,000 for second in a Porsche hood, then maybe 1,000 for third or something in a Porsche hood, or just the Porsche hood, I can't remember. To win this Forza competition, which I would have done very easily because, you know, it was also 2,000 to win. So I had to make a choice. Do I bail on this Gran Turismo competition and just go take the easy $2,000? Even though they flew me out there? Or, sorry, bail on the Gran Turismo competition and take the easy $2,000 even though they flew me out there? Or do I try and do something crazy in this Gran Turismo competition and see if I can place? I decided to go with the Gran Turismo competition because, you know, I would feel bad if I just bailed on it. I couldn't make both. I had to choose one. So I went with the harder one. I ended up placing third. I should have got second. A guy took me out and got a position, and the stewarding was questionable to say the least. But I got third in the Gran Turismo competition. Yeah, sorry, it was $2,000 to get third. So I got $2,000. I matched the amount I would have won through the Forza competition, and I got a Porsche hood that still sits in my basement today. It's a carbon fiber hood. If anyone wants to buy it, let me know. It's like a racing hood, but it's got a bunch of cool signatures on it, which can also be taken off along with some cool stickers. But yeah, so that's the story of the Porsche hood. I still can't believe I got third after all that. There is a vlog about it on my Twitch or on my YouTube channel if you want to go check it out. Just look in the real life playlist or look for the Gran Turismo stuff. There's only one of them. And then, yeah, I still can't believe that I was able to get enough pace and finish that well. But I think, you know, my pace was okay, but I think it was because the live event atmosphere helped me a lot rather than people being at home. Because I had by far the most LAN experience there, from what I know. Then shout out to Monster Sport who won the whole thing. Very nice guy, love that guy, he's awesome. And I'm in second in this race after starting 23rd in my Subaru that was untested, trying to chase down a Porsche. So let's see if I can finish this off on the last lap here. I don't know if this is going to happen, but we'll find out. The problem is I have 0 straight line speed, so I've got to find a way to pass him in the corners. Oh, he's wide. He's wide. Momentum. I gotta hit the dirt because he's squeezing me. Momentum. Please be enough momentum to hold him off on the straight. For those of you who say driving in car is harder, or I'm a noob for driving in third person, as always, when these in-car view videos and races come around, you know, I just keep not having any different results with them. It's pretty strong for the most part. 23rd to first. It should have been 24th, but the one guy wasn't going off the start. But let's see. As long as I hold this off, it should be okay. Don't make any mistakes, and I'll be okay. I think. Pulling a gap. Also in an untested car, rear-wheel drive swap Subaru. I'm actually kind of shocked, but we'll take it. I'd like to make some adjustments, but it's good enough right now, clearly. Gonna play it safe here, just give it a little lift. I don't need to push it. And there's the dub while telling the story in first person. There it is. Easy, right? Easy, easy. 33.5. I mean, obviously it had more in it, but I'll take it, right? Like, that's not bad. You don't see Subaru's rear-wheel drive swap doing anything. So very happy with that. More pace. Not the fastest lap of the race. The guy in third just beating me out, but he was in that M3, the 2008 one. Very, very strong car. Really happy with that, to be honest. I'd like to see 32s. I think this car can get 32s for sure, but good story. Fun story, fun race, in-car view. There it is. Easy dubs.